Okay guys, Richard Retro here, back with another video. This is my pickups video for February and January. So I picked up just a few items over the last literally couple of months. There hasn't been much out there, to be honest. I haven't been to no car boots, just a few items from a few friends of mine. And yeah, so I've been around the houses, just looking up in the lofts and that, and this is basically what I got. And I got some other new items. So what shall I start first? Just a few bits and bobs. I got Mega Drive 2, and it's just literally just the console unit. Super Nintendo, just the console unit. Another Super Nintendo. So I just got two of them, and I just got one controller to go with them. So yeah, so just bits and bobs. I also picked up from the same guy an Amiga. Which one's this one? Amiga 500 plus. An Amiga 1200. And just a standard Amiga 500. Okay, the Amiga 500 and 1200, I can't get a picture on it, but I can literally, I can't get a picture, but I can hear the sound, and it comes on, and I can hear the discs loading. The Amiga 1200 works perfectly, but for some reason, some of my joysticks it doesn't work with, but it works with all my Mega Drive pads and my Master System pads. So sometimes I remember when I was younger, I used to just put them in and plug them in, and they'll be just as good. So yeah, so I've got one, I would say, fully working one. The other two I can't get a picture with, so maybe because I use a new TV and then I use that TV and just couldn't get a picture, and it just did my head in the end. They just literally came as they are as the units, and I also got a power pack. And a disc drive, which came with it as well. So yeah, Amiga disc drive, you can see. So I've got a few Amigas, so I might just be able to swap the parts around. I've got a few other little TVs that I'll be able to get it going. Another friend who I like, literally where I work, he always just comes in all the time and has just always picks up and does his shopping. He just literally gave me a bag of just literally no games at all, but just boxes. So I've got a GameCube game, Robotnik, Bruce Lee. So these are just the boxes. Ghostbusters, Abe's World, Munch Odyssey, a few manuals as well, Donkey Kong Country 2, Mario vs Donkey Kong. I have two of them, so I don't know why there's two there. I've also got a DS in there. No, not a DS, sorry, an SP. Pretty battered and scratched. Don't know if you can see. Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah. So he gave me them for free. There's sort of no games in the Game Boys, so but at least I can easily pick up the cartridges. Okay, what next? Okay. Oh, there's also Smurf's Nightmare. But this is from a different lot, and that has the game and the manual. Okay, some more games. Lemmings, the Master System. And Alien 3 for Master System. The box and complete, I think. Oh no, yeah. He did have some other Master System games, but I've already got them, and they didn't have any books with. Also got Eternal Champions for the Mega Drive. I've got this in my collection, and I can't really find it at the moment. But for some reason, it says Special Collector's Edition, and inside it, the manual says Special Collector's Edition, and there's also a little card about master moves for each character. So if anyone knows the information, I don't know if they're all like that. I literally can't find my copy of it, so I'm going to be hunting for my own copy to see if it actually says, see if special collector's edition actually on it. Picked up some PS1 games. These are just mainly for the cases. They're like 50p or £1. Spider-Man 2. I'll be able to swap the cases around and just get rid of them. Is that Buster Move? Buster Groove? Lemmings? So I've got 2 of them. Also Halo 2. And a sealed Xbox game. Don't know if you can see how shiny it is. Rainbow Six. Not to be sold separate on it. I've got my hat. Shit, I've got quite a lot of stuff this month actually. Sonic 3D. This is cartridge only. So I'll be getting rid of that because I don't need that at all. Wild Rapids. I needed that from my PS1 collection. Tomb Raider. But this is in French. So yeah, found it in a charity shop. Pretty random in French in a charity shop. Wing Commander. Wing Commander 3. PS1. 4 discs, I do believe. Resident Evil 3. Nemesis. Resident Evil 2. I don't need these Resident Evils, so I think I'll be trading them in. As you can see, the manual is pretty good, so if anyone wants Resident Evil 2 or 3. Oh, must be some more Mega Drive games. Thunder Force 3. Boxing complete. And Devilish. One last, which I just like kept it wrapped up, which is Nim Nom Kanum. I don't know how to pronounce that. Basically, it's the Wizard Collector's Edition. Yeah, the Wizard's Edition. Well, to cut a long story short, I didn't pre-order this, so I actually got this off eBay. I tried to pre-order it about, I would say about 10th of January, but on Amazon they won't take any more pre-orders, so I'm trying to get this. So literally on the day of release, I knew that these would be really hard to come by, and obviously people would be buying them just to sell. So I literally just looked on eBay about 9:30, and I kept like refreshing, you know, newly listed, and some guy just had this, which was buy it now, 100 quid. So I went buy it now, £100 straight away, because obviously you might have got it on the day, or sometimes they come the day before if you're with Play or Amazon. So I'm lucky I got it for 100 quid. And literally, like, soon as I saw it, I was like, buy. He must have listed it, and 10 seconds later, I purchased it. But yeah, but through the whole day, these were going for like 140, 150 quid. So I'm happy to get it for 100 quid. But yeah, but it was, I think it was £70 retail, but I tried to pre-order it, but no one was bloody... They were sold out. They were sold out everywhere. Even the normal copies were sold out. I got some random ball games, because obviously I'm a ball game collector as well, which is Dick Tracy the Game. I'm thinking this is from about 1980? Yeah, I'm trying to think. About 1980. Also got Cat's Mansion. I'm a big fan of ball games. Obviously there's a... I just saw this one and didn't have it, so I thought it's sold out and I had to buy it. Then I got Dungeons and Dragons, and this one is from 1978. So yeah, this one's quite old. Original expert set, I think. Basic rules. Glad to pick that one up. So that was set 1. I got set 3 as well. The companion set. This is from 1984. And Immortal Rules. This is 1986, Dungeons & Dragons. I was a big fan of Dungeons & Dragons when I was younger. And there's Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. This has got the CD. So I think this from like early, I'll say 1994. So yeah, 1994. Also from the same guy, I got some Hero Quest. The little expansions. Return of the Witch Lord as well. It's missing a couple pieces, but I do actually have the pieces by picking up some other, like... So I picked up a Hero Quest, and all it had was just these like figurines, and is it Keller's Keep figurines actually in the Hero Quest, and none of the original Hero Quests. And also I got this one, which is basically, yeah, just make your own rules up, design your own game, which is really good. So I'm glad I got those extra sets for Dungeons and Dragons and Hero Quest. I also got Centipede. MB Games. There is at least 4 or 5 of these. I've got Pac-Man, I think there's Berserk, and Donkey Kong. So I'm not quite sure how many I got left, so I'm glad I got Centipede. A random milk race game. Just like the Tour de France, but Tour de Britain really. But this one's quite an old one, so go in the collection. Campaign. How to explain this? Sort of like Risk Spot smaller. And this one's from 1977. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's it. That's all my pickups over the last like month and a half. Some good little pickups I'm going to actually keep from my collection. You know, glad I got the board games and the extra Hero Quests and Dungeons & Dragons. So hopefully I can get those Amigas working. So hopefully they work. So the games I'll probably be trading is Halo 2. I've got loads of Halo 2s. I run a game in night and we got literally like 10 to 15 Halo 2s. From Resident Evil 2 and 3. So yeah, so I might put a list below of what manuals I need for Mega Drive and Master System and games. And also, oh yeah, this TV. I got this TV at the beginning, basically I went on eBay on the 1st of January. This is the Sony TV with the built-in PS2 at the bottom, as you can see. And there's a controller. Yeah, and I won it off eBay for 220 quid, but it was pick-up only. So I had to arrange a courier, so I was quite chuffed to get it for £220 because I know they were sort of going more unboxed. There's all people, some people since then had them on for about 220, 230, 240 just on their own. So yeah, so I got a courier to go pick it up, and obviously it was around Christmas time, and this guy who obviously owned it, my courier went to his house, and instead of picking up the TV, he picked up like a wedding suit that was he was sending back to get a refund because he got the wrong one. So instead of picking up a TV, they picked up a wedding suit. So he emailed me and I emailed the company to obviously go get him to take it back. But they didn't take it back, they just said it was at the warehouse. So we're literally umming and ahhing for 3 days. Me and him are going backwards and forwards. I'm going backwards and forwards with the fucking courier company saying, you know, where is it? And they said they lost it. So I was like, great. So this guy, first of all, he wouldn't sell me the TV because he thought, oh, I had like the £200 suit. He had this £200 suit, and he goes, until you return my £200 suit, you're not going to get the TV. So I thought, you know, I'm going to do a claim against him on eBay because it's not my fault. Because obviously it's the household's responsibility to obviously give the product to the courier because he was out and his grandma or his girlfriend gave him the wrong item. I literally don't know confusion. But we were sort of like I'm in an hour and going backwards and forwards all the time, and then I just got an email literally from it was Interparcel saying they lost it in transit. So I was like, oh great, and then basically I'm like, you know, kind of get a refund on my money so I can get, you know, use that money again to pay another courier to pick up the TV. And then about a few hours later, this is all really confusing. A few hours later, the guy emailed me saying he had received a refund from the suit company, but what he didn't tell me was the actual label that he put on the bloody suit was free post. So I sort of paid to pick up the suit, and they've actually posted it back. They've actually took it back to the suit company because they're free post, a prepaid label on it. So I was like, oh, cheers, mate. You could have told me that. I could have told you the bloody would have delivered it. But the good thing is, Interparcel didn't know that. So they said, obviously, because they lost it in transit, could I have proof of how much the value of the suit? So I emailed the guy saying, yeah, can you send me an invoice so I can, you know, maybe claim back, you know, the call out fee, for me paying for the courier. So he sent me the suit, or the suit invoice, and it was 185 quid, and I sent it to the courier company, and yeah, about a few days later, they said they're going to send a cheque in the post for 185 quid. So yeah, so that was a bit of a bonus, and I've just received it about 2 weeks ago and I cashed it in, and yeah, so I got an extra £180, so I used another courier to go pick up the TV, because I didn't want to use that courier, so I used another courier to pick up the TV. So I finally got the TV off this guy, plus I got a cheque for 180 quid, and so I got the TV for 220 quid, and the couriers, they cost about like £40, so say 260, and I got, you know, I checked for 185 quid. So really, this TV cost me like 80 quid, 85 quid. So yeah, so it was a bit confusing going backwards and forwards. I didn't think I would get my TV. He didn't think he was going to get his suit. So yeah, glad to get my refund. So yeah, so hopefully you understand that, because that was pretty confusing. But yeah, so glad I got the TV. And that's Visionaries, or Visionaries. So yeah, another classic cartoon that you loved as a kid. So yeah, so this is just my pickup video. Cheers, people.